Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Pilgrim's Passport, another edition. All right, well, these are my girls. This is Sophie, who's like Angel reincarnated, and this is Sally, who's like Snowflake reincarnated. I already told you all those stories, and just amazing. All right, the benefits of affliction. Okay, in Psalm 119, verse 67, 71, it says, "Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep thy word." Interesting. "It is good for me that I was afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes." So there's benefits. There's the value of affliction. We learn it as time goes on, as the aging process kind of kicks in and stuff. And surprisingly, affliction is good for us because if we have our hearts plugged in right and our spirits in tune, we start to recognize that this world really is not our home. We're just kind of passing through. There are people who they have an unnatural fear of death. In Hebrews 2, it says Jesus defeated Satan and by experiencing death for all of us, and the hold that Satan had over us as far as the fear of death. Now, it's natural to have trepidation about dying. I don't really dig the dying part. Dead, fine. I got that down right now. That's cool. All right, and James goes on to say, "Count it all joy, my brethren, when you meet various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." And so, in the Phillips translation, it says, welcome these trials as friends. One of the old notes I have, yeah, sure. But when you get in tune spiritually, when you figure out what's going on, these things are really actually good for us because, basically, they divorce us from the world. The older you get, like for example, I used to start celebrating Christmas in July. Completely lost, and I'm not judging anybody who enjoys Christmas and stuff. And I mean, I enjoy it in the birth of Christ and all that stuff. But like I said, I think I wrote a poem, "Where Has Christmas Gone?" And you don't need a holiday or tinsel to realize the real purpose of a holiday, which really is a holy day. And so I lost the zeal for Christmas. Now, again, this is for me, not for you. If you still enjoy Christmas, wonderful, enjoy it, knock yourself out. But for me, I found the experience, and I used to, in my journal, I would write about this. Why do I don't feel the change of seasons anymore? I don't feel, well, it's God's way of weaning us off our dependencies in the world. And so, at least for me personally, that's been my experience, that these attachments, they can go too deep, and that's not a healthy thing. Again, that's just for me, and maybe certain others this would apply to. Not saying it's wrong for you to enjoy Christmas and all that. It's fine for you. But for me, God, it served a purpose. Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now I have learned thy statutes. I've learned the truth about things. And so, but for me, like just take Passion Week, Easter time, I mean, that has never, ever died. I mean, that has always remained. I've really I dig Holy Week and all it accomplishes in our lives, and I like to zone out. And actually, I like to use this Horace Knowles Illustrated Bible. And in the Gospel of Mark, it takes you through Passion Week, the Holy Week, and it outlines all the days and everything. It's in the Gospel of Mark. I think it's like chapter 11 or so, and it really is beneficial. I printed this out, and I think we offer it every Passion Time, Easter, Holy Week, that you can read each passage as the days go by, and catch up with it and relive those moments. So, like I said, anything that's that I would be puzzled or confused about, why don't I feel the way I felt about things? It's good for me, simply because I am no longer enamored with the world, so to speak, and God is preparing us for eternity. As I said, it's an individual thing. You don't need to be concerned. Oh, you know, I mean, I love Christmas now. Well, relax. It's cool. This is just a personal observation, and for some of us, it certainly would apply. So it's good for us to go through these various afflictions. And if you look at the life of the Apostle Paul, now there's a sequel coming out, and Jim Caviezel plays, I think it's the Apostle Paul, but and it's a sequel to The Passion of the Christ, and he does a great job, and it's going to be out March 28th. So wow, right, perfect, right in time for Holy Week and all the rest of it. And Jim Caviezel is a believer. He loves the Lord, and he's done quite a job. I mean, God bless this guy, man. God knows what he's been through with his own trials and stuff. I heard that when they were filming The Passion, especially in the crucifixion scene, I think he was hit with lightning or something, struck by lightning, or during the Sermon on the Mountain. So these people pay a price, but he's a great light in this world. He really is. All right, guys, so I just wanted to share that with you today, the benefit of affliction, and it could really work for you. Also, it reminds us that this world is not our home. We're only passing through. Now, as I've shared before, these guys right here, kind of like a miracle. My sister Franny called us about 6 years ago and said, there are two dogs, and they can't be separated. They can't be. They would die apart from each other. And would you consider adopting them? So April and I, we prayed about it. You know, we don't go much on vacation anymore, anything like that. And so we decided to take them. Now, little did I know, and we didn't know what they looked like or anything. But when the family brought them right up the driveway, I was stunned because it was like angel and snowflake resurrected. Let me show you this picture quick, right? It's a picture will blow your mind. You see this here? Okay, look at this. And look at them. I mean, wow. Now, it was a mind blower. And now all of us, and especially those dog lovers, you know, when we have to put them down, it's tough. It's one of the toughest things we ever have to do because they really become like a part of the family. And as I shared on Facebook, you can see it on the Facebook page about how the Lord convinced me about will our pets follow us into glory. I think so, and I think after the resurrection, but what do I know? All I know is these two creatures, it's like it blew my mind, had no idea. And then again, when I was on that flight coming home, just after 4 days seeking the Lord about pets and stuff, and just wanted to know. I just didn't want to be giving any false hopes out. And then he just showed me that song. You could just watch it on Facebook. So anyway, it's tough. Those of us who've lost our dogs, we know. But I tell you what, somehow, someway, they all come back to us in eternity. Now, don't ask me how. Okay, I don't know. Let's say if you had 10 dogs. Maybe God will take 5 dogs, make one. I don't know. But all I do know is they have such a hold on your heart. They will come back to you. So those of you who've lost pets recently, I get it, man. I'm with you all the way. All right, guys. So this has been a brief Pilgrim's Passport. I wanted to share with you just a bit on the affliction thing, in that, believe it or not, man, there are benefits that you can derive from it if we get our heads screwed on right and our spirit is right and our heart is right. Took me quite a while, but I got the message. All right, guys. Love you. See you soon.